How's it going, mi gente? Hope you guys are doing great. This is Ramiro Villegas, your local mortgage loan originator and real estate advisor. I want to share a little bit with you guys today about my thoughts. I was reading a book earlier this morning, and something that I came across caught my eye a lot, and it made me think about a lot of people out there, about the community, right? About all of you guys. And I wanted to share this little information here to be able to give you guys some guidance on what it is you need to be able to achieve the American dream, purchasing your first home, or possibly some investment properties and growing your portfolio. Correct? So let's get into it. This is one thing that I read out of a lot of items that I've read today that caught my eye that I wanted to share with you guys. The book stated, and it said, don't criticize, condemn, or complain. Right? Don't criticize, condemn, or complain. Why did I think about a lot of people out in the industry, or a lot of people as far as clients are concerned, somebody that's looking to purchase a home? This might be you. Is because I've heard it all, right? I've heard it all. I've been in the industry for about 6 years. I've heard it all. And one of the things I always hear, or I get a feel for when I speak to somebody that rents, is that they start criticizing, condemning, and complaining about their landlord, right? We've all seen it. We all know somebody that does. You might be the person, and there's nothing wrong with that, but there's always room to grow, and that's the reason why I'm doing this video. Instead of us criticizing, condemning, or complaining about our landlord or our tenants, we need to do one thing when it comes down to purchasing a home, right? I'm not gonna mention the tenant part because that's for the homeowners, right? That's a different video. But if you are a tenant and you're criticizing, condemning, and complaining about your landlord, there's one thing I can tell you, my friend. Stop doing that and then start taking action. Start taking action. I am a salesperson. However, I do not come at you as a salesperson because that's not what I'm in the industry to do. I'm in the industry to educate and to help families achieve the American dream. And through that, my job is to find a solution. One of my proposed things to do to be able to find that solution for you is the following. Number one, we have to identify a payment that you're feeling comfortable making, right? And let's be realistic. If you're looking to purchase and to live and stay in the area of LA County, we all know how the market is out there for rentals. And if you don't, it's really easy, guys. We're in the technology era. Go on Facebook, go on Google, find some rentals. Go on Zillow, Realtor.com, all those websites. Find some rentals. You're gonna see if you need a 2-bedroom, what those rents are going for, right? If they're going above 2,200, 2,400, maybe 2,800. Depending on the area. And then you need to go and look at your 3 bedrooms, right? Depending on what you're looking for, characteristics you're looking for in bedrooms and restrooms. And you start seeing what's realistic out there as far as renting is concerned. Why do I say this? Because a lot of times we have been renting for a long time, over 10 years, and our landlord, even though we criticize, condemn, and complain about them, have not raised the rents the way that the normal market out there is actively raising their rents, right? So when we finally go back into the market and we realize rents are a lot higher than where we're at, we kind of just have to deal with it, right? And that's a negative vibe that you don't want to keep at your home, right? That's a negative vibe that you would want to get out of your home, or maybe you don't, but if you do, then this video is for you. Once you do that, you go ahead and realize what payment you can make. Not what ideally is your best case scenario for yourself. No, let's be realistic. Could you sacrifice another $100? Could you sacrifice another $200? And be able to actually make a little higher payment. Once you realize what payment you need to make, then you're already flowing. You already kind of get an idea of what it is that you want to do for you and for yourself. Don't want to purchase, it's fine. That's your decision you want to make. You want to continue renting, that's perfectly fine. You want to put money into your landlord's pocket instead of keeping money in your pocket, right? Maybe not necessarily in your pocket, but in your benefit, because in the future it will benefit you and it will come into your pocket, trust me, especially if you're guided by me, right? So identify a payment. After you identify the payment that you want to make, step number 2 is acknowledging credit score. Acknowledging your credit score is really important. Here in America, your credit score it's gold. It's gold if you know how to manage it, right? However, a lot of the times we are not aware of our own credit score. I've talked to plenty of people and they don't know where their credit score lands. Sometimes they tell me, Ramiro, it's probably in the 650s. I go and run credit and their score is actually in the 700s. Sometimes they tell me, Ramiro, you know what? I pay everything. I've paid off a car. I had a couple of credit cards. I paid them all off. I don't have credit. I haven't opened any credit for the past 2 years. My credit score should be fine. And when I run credit, their credit score is actually at a 645. 645 is not bad. However, it's not ideal for a first-time home buyer trying to get the best interest rate possible. You would want to have it at a 680 plus to be able to get the best deals out there, right? So they do tell me that. I've seen it, right? I've seen it with clients. I've seen it in the past. I'm seeing it now with my clients that I'm actively working with. It's always the case. If you do not know where your credit score is, do not feel bad. There's always ways to kind of get a feel for where your score is. But acknowledging where your score is really important. It's really important because that's going to help you save a couple of $100 if you're able to get it to the benchmark that we need it at, right? If you don't know how to do that, DM me, give me a call. That's the reason why I'm here for you, right? Number 3, acknowledge debt. It's really important to acknowledge debt. A lot of the times I speak with clients over the phone. I ask them what their total debts are. They give me a breakdown. I have all the time in the world when I'm on calls with my clients. I expect them to go ahead and process it, and a lot of them do. But sometimes you forget, oh, I forget that I had that other credit card. I forgot that I had, that other card over here. I don't remember what my full car payment is. I know it's in the 500s. I just don't know if it was 520 or 580, right? It's crucial to know those exact amounts, but it's not the end of the world if you don't, right? But it's the next step, acknowledging how much debt you have, how much total debt you have, but most importantly, how much monthly debt do you have, right? Because you could have a balance of $5,000 and only having to pay $80 a month, or you could actually have to pay $200 a month, and that's a big difference in your monthly debt. So acknowledging how much debt you have, it's really important. If you acknowledge how much debt you have, you could control number 2, which is your credit score, and I could help you out with that, right? Your income is really important. Knowing your income is key because that's the way that the bank's going to go ahead and qualify you aside from your score and your debt, right? I'm not a credit repairer. I'm not a credit advisor. However, I've been in the industry long enough and I've seen so many deals and I've seen the pros and cons of doing certain things with your credit that will benefit you so that you can be able to purchase your home. And because of the experience I have, I'm able to go ahead and assist you with certain advice or certain suggestions, not advice, certain suggestions. You decide if you want to take those steps or not. Nothing's guaranteed, but it's also not guaranteed that you're going to be living at the property that you live in for the rest of your life without the landlord giving you an eviction or raising your rent, right? So acknowledge your debt. Your income, as I was mentioning, I apologize, I went on a little rant. Your income is really important. Find out how much income you have. It's probably the harder part to control because if you've been working at a place for over 10 years and they've already given you the raises they have and you're already capped, you might not be able to increase your income anymore. If you're barely starting at a location, there's ways to increase your income. Even if you have years there, there's always ways, but you just gotta ask. Go out and talk to your employer, talk to your boss, right? Your manager, your leader. What is it that I could do to be able to earn more on my hourly rate, on my salary, right? To do more hours at work, maybe hit some more overtime, be consistent with that. Or if that's not possible, I'm not full-time, what could I do to get to the full-time level, right? And or if you're self-employed, what could I do to make more money? How many more deals could I go take care of if I'm a construction worker? How many more projects could I work on? If I'm a mechanic, how many more cars could I work on? How could I expand, right? You can always grow your income that way. You just gotta think about it, but you can't think about it unless you acknowledge what your income is at and where you stand and how much you qualify for. Number 5, it's the most important thing, not just because of purchasing your home, but it's the most important thing for you, for your life, for your culture, for your family, for your household in general. You don't really need this to purchase a home because there's options out there where they could help you out with the down payment. The sellers are helping with credit now, the way the market is. However, it is highly important that you save some money, whether it's $5 a month, $100 a month, $200 a month, whatever it is. Saving some money is really important. I could go ahead and help you set up a plan to be able to get you where you need to be by identifying your payment, acknowledging your credit, acknowledging your debt, your income, and helping you figure out how to save a little bit more money, to have a little bit more money for your down payment, or possibly to have a little bit more money in your pocket. Guys, the choice is yours. I'm here to help. The reason why I got in this industry is to help people achieve the American dream through real estate, either by buying your single family home, by buying some investment properties and growing your portfolio. Ramiro Villegas is your guy. Let's take action, guys. 562-324-1369. Give me a call, DM me, text me. I'm here to help. Hope to hear from you guys soon. And just remember, don't criticize, condemn, or complain. Take action.